Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the GOVC Sports Network for today's NCAA baseball contest featuring the visiting Hillsdale Chargers and your Maryville University Saints. My name is Jake Walton. I'll be here alongside you for all 9 innings of today's contest. It's B. Smith bump day as the Saints look to wipe off a rather tough defeat at the hands of the Emporia State Hornets just a day ago. Take a look at defense behind Smith. Yeah, Kindheart and Chrisman, a little different look in the infield. Obviously, you saw Gavin Shocker start at third, come out of the game. We've talked with him a little bit pregame. He's doing all right. Over at first, Cole Chrisman, he comes in from right field. Middle infield, Eris Stolte, as we're learning. It's Stolte, not Stolt. And then Cameron Macon over at second base. Outfield, left to right, Nick Doherty, Ambrose Russo, and Michael Long. And behind the plate, Josh Herget, Chewy Arnold getting a day off. This is a Hillsdale Chargers team with a boatload of momentum. Coming into the bottom of the ninth, they were tied with the Emporia State Hornets, and with one swing of the bat, they walked them off. They'll look to keep their fortunes going against a Saints team that desperately needs a win after a rather rough Friday opener. Chargers coming to this one at 6-5. Saints 4-6. First man we'll see is Tyler Sauer, the center fielder. First pitch from Smith. 11:01 is a strike. And we're underway here in St. Louis. Quickly up 0-2 Smith. Breaking ball. Spat on by Sowers. Saints fall victim yesterday, 18-11 to Emporia State, and just an absolute slugfest. High heat fan Sowers. One gone here in the first. I'll bring up Rocco Tenuta, the third baseman. Smith comes in this one, 2.31 ERA. This is his third start of the year, 11 2/3 on the mound. Attacking the Chargers early in counts thus far. One count from Smith. Turns to 2-1. Check swing ground ball. Kindheart charges, throws across, throws it away. Tenuta will stay at first. That will be E5 throwing in the book. Early base runner for the shifted pull side slightly on the lefty. First pitch strike again. Third straight batter. We've seen that happen. Smith, a sophomore from Byron, Illinois, comes in about 6'1", 185. Facing Kent. Up 0-2 now. After the foul ball. Tenuta batting .282 on the season and .812 OPS. This is his 12th start of the season. Lifted way foul again. They check on Tenuta over at first. Tenuta has yet to attempt to steal a base this season. As now Smith with 2 punchies in the first inning, looking to stray into the base runner at first. Lemon now comes to the plate. 364 on the season. He's hit the ball well to start the year, slugging at a rate of .545. Smith still up 0-1 on Lemon. Grounded right side and through. Getting to second is Tenuta, and he'll stay there. First and second for a Hillsdale-dominated crowd here at Weber Field. Saints will finish out their weekend tomorrow with a game against both Hillsdale and Emporia. Start against Hillsdale at 11, and then right after that, approximately 40 minutes after game 1, they'll battle the Hornets to close out their weekend. Their homestand doesn't end there as they host Missouri Western on Tuesday at 2 p.m. First pitch breaking ball from Smith to Jake Figman, the DH. Saints continue their extensive home streak by welcoming in the S&T Miners that weekend, as that's lifted right to Macon, and that will end the inning. 2 runners on, but no damage done. The Saints will now come to bat. Will be top of the order in Russo, Macon, and Chrisman when we return here on the GLBC Sports Network. Welcome back to the GOVC Sports Network. While the Saints dish out B. Smith, the Chargers are handing out B. Scott. Brandon Scott coming in. This is his 4th appearance of the year. All starts from the mound. He comes in with a 9.6 ERA, 15 innings thrown, 16 earned runs. Through against Lee University, then across in the GOVC, through against Indianapolis. That's been his best start of the year. 6 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, and then against Indiana out of Pennsylvania, 5 innings, gave up 3 there on 4 hits. So a bad start to start the year against Lee's tainted his line. Figure it out after that. And he'll look to challenge a Saints lineup that's led off by Ambrose Russo. Russo's been a solid bat at the top of this lineup. 343, a 1042 OPS. Has been a little quiet. Was a little quiet yesterday from the plate. Facing the lefty. Two 2-0. Scott behind Russo quickly. Hammered right center. Swinson back at the track, at the wall. See ya! Talk about a start to a ball game. Ambrose Russo goes deep to right center. That's the Lindenwood transfer power as the Saints take a 1-0 lead here at the bottom of the first. One swing on the bat. Cameron Macon now, who had a great day from the plate yesterday, a couple ribbies, will look to keep that going with a 1-run lead against the lefty and Scott. Bunt right back at Scott, 1 bounce. Speedy Macon thrown out at first. Gotta assume that was a decision by Macon. Big swing and righty, Cole Chrisman. Had a couple of bloop singles yesterday. Starting to see the ball better, starting to get better contact. Obviously had that big 3-run bomb against Drury. That kind of ignited his season. Starting to feel better from the plate. Remember talking to him after that Drury game, and just one word to say, finally. Finally catches a break, finally gets that ball to drop. And drop it did, as he's up 0-1 on Scott. That's his 6th pitch of the day. Already given up a run. That one long ball to Russo. Count sits at 2. Thought that was called a strike. 3-0. Scott deals, and he walks Chrisman on 4 straight. Walks have been an issue for Scott this season. Walked 6 against Indianapolis and 4 against Indiana, Pennsylvania. Floats a breaking ball past the catcher for the Saints today, and Josh Herget. Matthew Chewy Arnold getting the day off. They try not to play him on back-to-back days. As that's grounded through the left side, and that's going to be a hit for Herget. Now Brady Kindart, who had an unfortunate error in the first inning, will get his first crack at the plate. 2 runners on, a runner in scoring position, and Cole Chrisman at second after the walk and Herget single. First pitch. Out of the zone. Finds the mark, 1-1 now. The 1-1. In the dirt ball read for the Saints. Chrisman and Herget advance. And now 2 Ducks in scoring position for the Saints. Count now fills up for Kindheart. Sits him down on strikes. 2 gone now for Scott, looking to escape trouble. Michael Long getting a start in right field today now gets his first crack at Scott. Runners at second and third. First pitch is high. Battling is Long, 1-2 count. Two runners at second and third. Scott laboring in the first. High chopper, third base side. Tenuta across the diamond. Lehman on a great pick, and 1 run will score for the Saints. Can't amount to more. It'll be Hunter, Porosky, and Jaziak when we return here on the GOVC Sports Network. Welcome back to the GOVC Sports Network. B. Smith back out on the mound with a little bit of run support after the leadoff jack by Ambrose Russo. Russo's third home run of the season comes with his 8th RBI. It's nice to have the Saints with a little bit of lefty power at the top of their lineup as Herget throws down. And we're ready for some more baseball here. First man up in the top of the second. John Hunter, the catcher. Grounded, Stolte across the diamond on a laser. First pitch from Smith to Porowski. Out of the zone. Smith finally finds the zone, now 3-1. Kindheart across the diamond, one hop. Unable to be picked up. That's the second error on the day for Kindheart. Been a bad defensive showing at the hot corner thus far for the Saints as Petrosky reaches. Aaron Jasic now at the plate. Sophomore out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Grounds it up the middle over the glove of Smith. Cross body, Stolte gets him. Good defensive effort for Eric Stolte. Going to second is Petrosky. And now the hero of the Hillsdale's first game here in St. Louis, the man that walked off the Emporia State Hornets with one swing of the bat. Number 16, guard Swinson. Watch a strike one. That was the second home run of the season for Swinson, and a big one at that. Runner in scoring position for him. The 1-1 from Smith, the 9-hole bat. Grounded left side, no chance for Kindheart. That'll score a run as it hits the wall. Swinson will go for extra bases. He'll stop at second. It's an RBI double. That run won't go against Smith's line, but still hurts nonetheless. Top of the order now back to Sowers, the center fielder. Grounds first pitch he sees foul. Skied in foul territory. Chrisman and Herget. Chrisman with room makes the catch. And that will end the inning. It will be Daugherty, Shellhammer, and Stolte when we return. Tie ball game here on the GLVC Sports Network. Back on the mound is Braden Scott. First man he'll face here as the Saints look to respond after a one spot by the Chargers is the left fielder Nick Daugherty. Third start, his sixth at bat overall. He's batting .400 over 5 ABs, 2 hits and an RBI. So he watches strike one. High chopper to the catcher. They're going to say it's fair. And that'll... Check swing, flicked right to the first baseman. Lemon will make the play. 2 gone for the Saints. Grounded left side, hard hit, but fielded by Tenuta. And a good defensive showing for the Chargers in the bottom of the second. As Tenuta, Kent, and Lemon when we return on the GLVC Sports Network. After a 3 up, 3 down, bottom of the second, the Hillsdale Chargers will look to build upon that as they see B. Smith for the third inning. First pitch swinging and lifted to right field. Long gets his first put out of the day. Not seeing Michael Long in the field much this season. Has been relegated DH duties majority of the year. You got Baker Shellhammer DHing today for the Saints, and Long, in order to keep his bat in the lineup, gets a spot in right. First pitch swinging again, this time foul from Zach Kent, the left fielder. Smith delivers at 92, lifted to left field. Daughtery watches it go foul. Chargers fans here in St. Louis wanted it. It'll be 0-2. Smith obviously has that deadly two-seamer slider combo. A lot of run on that two-seam. That slider snaps really hard. He tunnels the ball really well. It's what's made him successful this season. Had 10 punch-outs against Saginaw and then 8 against Drury. Most runs he's given up this season is 2 against Saginaw. That's over 5 2/3. Only gave up 1 again his start against Drury, where he went 6. So Kent now moves to 2-2. Doesn't get the strike call. 3-2 now. Grounded. Macon's first attempt of the day. And beats it out. Great hustle by Kent. Macon, hands on his hips, not exactly happy with the call. He thinks he got him. But it'll be an infield single. Third hit of the day for the Chargers. Herget keeps it in front of him as Smith spikes a slider. Kent dancing off of first. The 2-0 to Lemon. Now 3-0. Saints would obviously love some length out of B. Smith today after using a lot of their bullpen yesterday. The 3-1. And he loses him. Kent will head to second, as that'll bring up Jake Figman, the DH. Finds the corner on strike 1. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 1-1 now. Grounded. Stolte cut off by Kindheart across his body. Gets him at first. Runners advance to second and third now. Up 0-2, 2 gone, trying to leave the top of the third spotless.
Go B. One more.
1-2. Lifted center field. Russo back at the track at the wall. Makes the grab. Allowed out to finish the top of the third. Score remains tied 1-1. It'll be Russo making Chrisman 1-2-3 in the Saints order when we return on the GOVC Sports Network. Ambrose Russo will lead off the bottom of the third. Russo counts for the Saints' lone run of the ball game, a solo shot in his first at-bat of the day. Third home run of the season. And 8th RBI overall. That'll push his slugging above 700. First pitch swinging. Great pick by Lemon over at first to rob an extra base hit from Russo. Great defense today out of the Chargers. That ball was absolutely torched. It was asking for extra bases from the speedy Russo. Macon, who was a victim to a bunt for an out. Scott to Lemon in his first at-bat. Gets his second crack at the lefty. Scott very quick to the mound. Not a very exaggerated windup at all. very reliever-esque. Spent most of the year last year for the Chargers in the bullpen, picking up 2 saves before transitioning to a weekend starter within the last 3 series of the year. As he's behind 3-0 on Macon. Catches the inside corner. Count now goes full. Sixth pitch of the at-bat coming. And Macon works a walk. That'll bring up Cole Chrisman. Chrisman has slowly turned his fortunes around this season. Batting average getting back to numbers he'd be happy with. 6 hits on the year, a home run, 3 RBIs, 9 total bases. Aggressive first pitch cut. Chrisman, a grad student, transferred from SIU Carbondale. Finishing out his baseball career here in the red and black. They catch Macon off of first and get him at second. That's a 1-3-6 for those scoring at home, caught stealing. 1-2 count. Turns 2-2. Two gone now for Chrisman, who lifts a breaking ball into center field. Sowers, can of corn after a few steps, and that'll end the inning. It'll be Peroski, Jacek, and Swinson when we return on the GOVC Sports Network. Billy Petrosky, first man here in the top of the fourth for the Chargers. It's about 45 minutes into this ball game. As a reminder, the Chargers and Hornets will play a 9-inning after this one. They're going to say, did Herget make the catch in fair? And he did! What a play, Josh Herget. After the heroic play by Herget behind the dish, it's now Jasek who watches first pitch strike. Quickly up 0-2 on the Chargers shortstop. Does not offer on the breaking ball outside of the zone. Two and two. Did he go? Yes, he did. First punch out of the inning for B. Smith. That's the third punchy of the day for Smith. One and one. Lifted. Left field. Daughtery gloves it. And that's 1-2-3 here in the top of the fourth. Herget, Kindheart, Wong when we return. Still tied here on the GOVC Sports Network. Welcome back to the GOVC Sports Network. Josh Herget gets his second look at Scott on the mound. On deck, Brady Kindheart, the third baseman. Herget had that heroic play just a half inning ago, making a leaning over catch in foul territory for the first out of the inning. Braden Smith went on to confirm Team Director of Baseball Operations guess of one strikeout in the inning. Shout out Frosty. 79 for a strike. Full count now for Herget. Just 5 hits in the ballgame here. 3 for the Chargers, 2 for the Saints. Each team with a run. 2 errors. As that softly skied, sliding grab by Petrosky at second. Kindheart behind 0-2. Kindheart, a strikeout victim, his first at bat. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Second strikeout of the day for Kindheart. First pitch, breaking ball, fools long. The 0-1 from Scott.
Michael.
High chopper, Scott will field himself. Throw across the diamond, and another clean inning for the Chargers lefty. Sowers, Tenuta, and Kent when we return on the GOVC Sports Network. Third time through the order for Braden Smith now, as he'll see Tyler Sowers Rocco Tenuta and Zach Kent here at the minimum here in the top of the 5th. Thus far, Smith at 57 pitches, 3 hits, 1 run, that run unearned. A walk and 3 strikeouts on 18 batters faced. Quickly up 0-2 is Smith, who looks really sharp today. Chopped foul. It'll stay 1-2. Smith. High chopper again. Stolte on the run. Gets him. Stolte lost his hat in the process. Scorched foul. 1-1 now. Rocco Tenuta, the third baseman, seeing Smith for the 3rd time today. Tenuta is 0 for on the day. With a fly out and reached on an error. Smith falls behind 3-1. Chopper, Kindheart, throw across the diamond, and the defensive woes continue as he'll advance to second. That's the 3rd error of the day at the hot corner for the Saints. They throw it over to first just to make sure Tenuta touched first. Zach Kent now with a runner in scoring position. And they're going to say Tenuta touched first. Righty versus lefty against Kent. First pitch swinging. Chrisman can't come up with it cleanly. They get Kent out at first. Going to third is Tenuta. Good recovery by Chrisman on a hard hit ball. Lehman now with a runner in prime scoring position at third. First pitch strike from Smith, looking to escape trouble for the 2nd time today. Stolte backhands cleanly, throws across diamond, and ends the inning. Daugherty, Shellhammer, and Stolte win in return. Saints and Chargers tied 1-1 here on the GOVC Sports Network.
Number 16, Nick Daugherty.
Some life in the Chargers pen. Nobody up and throwing just yet for either side. As we sit tied 1-1. Just 5 hits in the ballgame still. Smith has done his best to dance around 3 errors from his defense to leave this one tied. Scott delivers, catches the inside corner. Baker Shellhammer on deck, Eris Stolte, currently 7, 8, 9 in the lineup. 2-1. Inside, nearly gets a piece of Daugherty. Checks the swing, strike regardless. Full count now. Straight up defense on the righty. Pitch. Sky, infield. Petrosky and Lemon both. Bit of miscommunication. Bounces off the glove. Still come away with. Big swinging righty, Baker Shellhammer. Big uppercut swing. Nobody there. Shellhammer, a freshman from Chicago, Illinois, St. Rita High School, 6'5", 220. Scott, the 1-2. Fans, Shellhammer. 2 gone here now in the top of the 5th, bottom of the 5th. Now Iris Stolte, who's had a great day at short. No chance for Lemon over at first as it goes foul. Quickly behind 0-2, Scott DeStolte. And 3 pitches and a strikeout. It'll be Figman, Hunter, and Petrosky. Still tied 1-1 on the GOVC Sports Network.
Next up, number 14, Jake Figman.
Jake Figman. Smith at 70 pitches. Figman, the DH, ground out a flyout victim today as he grounds to Kindheart. One hop, and Chrisman comes up with it. One gone. At this point, the Saints would rather the one hop than a ball sailed over the head of Chrisman at first. Lifted center field, Russo, back, track, wall, see ya! 2-1 now as a solo shot has given the Chargers a lead. Now Billy Petrosky to the plate with a lead for the Chargers. One's across the board now as Chargers lead 2-1 after the solo shot by Hunter. And a strikeout for Smith. 2 gone. That's 4th strikeout of the day for Smith. Aaron Jasek, the shortstop. 8 hole in the Chargers lineup. Nasty 2-seamer for strike 1. Bunt attempt pulled back, called a strike. Jasek says he pulled it back. I believe it was called a strike on the pitch and on the swing. Umpire goes either one. Strike nonetheless is Smith is up 0-2 on Jasek. And he responds back-to-back punchies for Smith after surrendering the solo shot. Saints now need a run as it's top of the order when we return in the bottom of the 6th here on the GOVC Sports Network. Brandon Scott, the lefty, back on the mound now with a 2-1 lead to his name. I'll have to face Ambrose Russo, the only man to really get a hold of one against him. That solo shot to lead off the game for the Saints. He will be the first man here in the bottom of the 6th. 3rd time through the order. Pitch count for Scott in great position, 65 on the day. It'll be Macon and Chrisman next in the order. Russo's hit lefties very well this year as he starts it off with a single up the middle. Saints looking for an answer. Cameron Macon, the second baseman, had a pair of RBIs yesterday on a double in the gap. In a game the Saints ended up losing 18-11. Pretty typical Midwest slugfest. Russo liable to go over at first. Big lead. Hunter thought about the back pick. Michael Gould, former Saints standout first base coach, checking in on Russo. As I said earlier, Scott quick to the plate. Was eyeing Russo through his windup there. Still a big lead for Russo. The pitch. High inside, quickly behind 3-0. The wheels of Russo might be getting in Scott's head as he's not been close to the strike zone this at-bat. Macon thought it was ball 4, 3-1 instead.
Come on, Cameron.
They finally check on Russo, dives back just in time. 3-1. Scott loses Macon. Now a runner in scoring position. For Cole Chrisman, who's been swinging the bat very well, they're going to go calm down Scott. Nobody throwing. A body stretching for the Chargers in the third base bullpen. After the reset, Scott up 0-1 on Chrisman. Still nobody gone here. Bottom of the 6th. Grounded, third base side. Russo getting sent home. That'll tie it. Chrisman will slide into second. And we have a tie ball game. Cameron Macon goes first to third on the double by Cole Chrisman. An arm getting hot and quick in the Charger pen as Herget faces the lefty. Scott shakes. High inside. Herget has a hit today. One of the few that can claim that against Scott. And the Saints now have 4 total. What we saw Scott succeeding early was attacking the Saints in the top part of the count. And now he's fallen behind multiple times this frame. Herget's looking to be aggressive. Well-placed fastball. 2-1. Rip, third base line, and foul. Two-two, Scott versus Herget. Count moves full. Empty base at first. If Scott loses him, Scott 1 pitch away from 80. Big deep breath. The pitch. Lifted, right center. That should score a run at least. Swinson. And the Saints take the lead on a sac fly from Josh Herget. Chrisman will trot over the third as well, as is now 3-2. Andrew Gould will bat in the place of Brady Kindhart. Means Brady Kindhart's day is over. Figure out where Gould will go when the Saints head back out on defense, primarily a second baseman. Like see Macon move over to third to see what happens. Infield in for Gould. Lead already given up. 1 gone. Watch his first pitch for a ball. Tenuta shifted slightly back at third as it's 1-1 now. Scott. 1-1 count. The 1-2 for the pinch hitter and Gould. Watches ball 2. Chargers wanted it. Two and two. Catches the corner. Gould thinks it's outside. He's not happy with it. 2 gone. The Wiley vet, Michael Long, getting the start in right field today. Now with a runner at scoring position. 2 gone. First pitch swinging. Jasek across the diamond. And the Chargers escape further trouble, but they do surrender the lead. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors and a runner left on. It'll be Swinson, then top of the order when we return here on the GOVC Sports Network. Defensive replacement, as we see Andrew Gould head to third base. Braden Smith still on the bump. First man he'll face is Swinson, who had the RBI earlier in the ball game. Noah King up in Griffin King, excuse me, up in the pen for the Saints. Guard Swinson, lead off bat here in the top of the 7th. Line right at Macon. Top of the order now in Tyler Sowers. Grounded. Gould's first attempt. Off the chest. Throws across the diamond. Ball was torched. We're going to give that a hit for the time being. Smith falls behind Tanu to 3-0.
First up, 16, Zach Kent.
Zach Kent, the 3-hole bat, left fielder. Grounded at Macon. A lot of time, and that'll win the inning. Another quality inning for B. Smith, as it'll be Daughtery, Shellhammer, and Stolte when we return on the GOVC Sports Network. Seven, 8, 9 in the Saints order. Scott at 85 pitches. He's given up 3 runs after a 2 spot in the 6th inning. Daughtery is hitless today. Two-on finds his own. Two and two count. Scott deals. Check swing. Hits him. That will be strike 3. Now Baker Shellhammer, the big swinging DH. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Shellhammer has flown out as well. First pitch swinging. Deep drive left field. Kent Sowers will grab it at the warning track. Sounded loud off the bat. Stolte's been very solid at short and in the lineup, batting .316 on the season over 19 plate appearances. 6 hits. The slug has not exactly been there just yet, but he's put together solid AB after solid AB and has been dangerous when he gets on. Lifts one, right field. Swinson will watch it go to the wall. That might be extra bases. And just as I said, extra bases has not been the strong suit. Stolt with a double. Stolte with a double. That'll bring up Ambrose Russo, runner in scoring position. Saints would love nothing but a little insurance, and Russo can provide that with 2 outs.
Have a game, Ambrose. Let's go.
See if they give Russo anything to hit with first base empty. First pitch breaking ball, Russo way ahead of it. The 0-2. Does he go? Yes, he did. Russo's asking for an appeal, not going to get it. That'll win the inning. They strand Stolte at second. It'll be Lehman, Figman, and Hunter. Chargers still need a run here on the GOVC Sports Network.
Leading up the 8th, number 33, Will Lehman.
First pitch is a screamer hit at Macon for the first out.
Next up, number 14, Jake Figman.
Let's go, bud.
1-1 after Smith finds the corner against Figman. Defensive changes. Steve Schneider going into left. Moves Nick Doherty over to right. Staying in center is Ambrose Russo. One and two is the count. Swing and a miss. Another punchy on the day for Smith. That makes 6. As he looks to go 8 strong. Quickly up 0-2 on Hunter. Smith deals 7 punchies on the day. A yell from number 12 as he has cooked through 8. Saints still lead 3-2 here on the GOVC Sports Network. Saints chasing some insurance in the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Cameron Macon, Cole Chrisman, and Josh Herget. Andrew Gould, potentially, if somebody reaches. Scott still on the mound. His first pitch is a swinging strike, nearing 100 pitches. Bunt, way high and way foul. Macon's first out of the day came via bunt right back to Scott as he tries to sneak one past. Looks like Hayden. Hayden Hoffpower up in the pen for the Chargers. Wanted to make sure I pronounced his last name correctly. 2-2. No chance for Hunter on the high fastball. Over 100 pitches now with Scott. The 3-2. Sits him down. Macon thought it was ball 4. One gone here in the bottom of the 8th. Chrisman now up. Swings through a first pitch breaking ball. Chrisman an RBI, 1 hit. Also a walk. Scott emptying the tank, 1-2. Up on Chrisman. Back-to-back punchies for Scott. Herget 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. 2 force outs as well. Flyouts, excuse me. The 1-0. Breaking ball finds a mark. One and one swung through. Two-two, grounded first base side. Lemon takes it himself, and that'll end the bottom of the 8th. It comes down to Petrosky, Jasek, and Swinson. In the top of the 9th here, 3-2 Saints lead on the GOVC Sports Network. a pinch hitter. Down to their final 3 outs. It's Nowak, number 2. First pitch, swinging. Braden Smith looking for the complete game. Pitch count in an okay spot for 9 innings of ball. He'll look to attack early and counts. Quickly up 0-2. Smith has already gone the longest he has this season. They say he didn't go. Already a career high in innings pitched. Looking for his first complete game this in his collegiate career. 1-2. They'll do it again. Nowak stays alive. One and two's the count. Nobody gone. Makes it 2-2. Smith deals. Lifted way into the sky. Herget gloves it for the first out of the top of the 9th. That'll bring up Aaron Jasek, the righty swinging shortstop. On 1. Now 0-2 after a foul ball. Two-strike approach for Jasek. On deck, guard Swinson. Man with some theatrics already this weekend. 0-2. Slider spat on. One and 2. Grounded. Gould will take it across the diamond on a line. 2 gone. Down to their final out are the Chargers. 3-2 ball game. This would be a big momentum piece for the Saints after giving up 18 yesterday. Could more than help their bullpen if Smith is able to close this one out. Saints have an arm ready. First pitch, down the pipe for a strike. Get ahead fastball. Smith, 2 strikes away. He sits at 7 strikeouts. Just a bit low. One and 1. Grounded. Stolte, backhand. Across the diamond and completion for Braden Smith. His first complete game, and the Saints win this one 3-2. They bounce back in a big way. From 18-11 to a 3-2 victory. Saints now move to 1-1 on the weekend. They'll finish up the rest of their weekend tomorrow, 11 a.m. against Hillsdale, and then 2 p.m. against the Hornets of Emporia State. player of the game, obviously, today, Braden Smith. Let's look at his final line. 9 innings of work, 108 pitches, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. Walked only 2 while striking out 8. What a performance out of the hard-throwing righty of the Saints. 3-2 the final score. As always, thank you for watching the GOVC Sports Network. For Jake Walton, have a good one.